Piedmont believes in the people powering Georgia. It's why we're leading real change in healthcare, to give you a better, seamless, more unified experience, so you can simply access and manage your care all in one place, with tools that make it easy to find and book a doctor from almost anywhere, anytime, and even check in before you walk in. Let's keep powering Georgia's growth. Piedmont, real change lives here.
What if I give you a lollipop? Then I give you our best lollipop.
That's not fair.
At AT&T, we think it's only fair that all customers get our best deals.
Only AT&T gives everyone our best deals, like up to $800 off our most popular smartphones.
At Georgia Power, our customers are at the center of everything we do. We're investing in technology to increase the resiliency of our power grid, expanding our infrastructure to shorten outage and repair time, and providing a cleaner, more diverse fuel mix with solar and nuclear energy. We're working hard to keep energy at a cost 15% below the national average, while maintaining the highest levels of customer service and satisfaction. With reliable energy, the future is in your hands.
Welcome to Guadalajara, Mexico, and the final day of Atlanta United's Mexican training camp. Today, a doubleheader. A split squad match with Atlanta United taking on Chivas in the first match, and then second division Tepetitlan in the second match. I'm Mike Conti, joined by Jason Longshore. Atlanta United gets to play Chivas today. That's the big headline. And it's not just reserves for Chivas that we'll see today. We're going to see quite a few first-teamers. This should be an excellent test for Atlanta United with the regular season in MLS starting 2 weeks from today.
Yeah, quite a few first-teamers for Chivas who come in off of a loss last night to Tigres. It's been a little bit of an up-and-down start in Liga MX in the Clausura for Chivas. An opportunity to see a few players who haven't had as much time with the first team, but also an opportunity to see some players from their second team, Tapatio, who's leading the Liga de Expansión. And also one player who factored in last night, made his Liga MX debut last night, Sebastian Perez, who has been part of the U20 squad, one of the promising young players in the Chivas Academy.
This match being played at the Chivas training ground for Atlanta United. This is a really exciting morning because we're going to see Thiago Almada play with Atlanta United for the first time since his acquisition was made official this week.
Yeah, I think the question is how long can Thiago Almada go in this one? He's with the first group that will start today, probably coming off of the left side with Osvaldo Alonso, Ibarra, and Josechu in the midfield, Almada on the left, Araujo on the right. How much does he have? He joined the team in Guadalajara this week. He had been doing some training in Argentina before the move was made official, but he hasn't been at the same level of training as the rest of the group. Not sure how many minutes he has in him today.
Joseph Martinez will also play for Atlanta United today. We'll see Ronald Hernandez at right back with Andrew Goodman at left back. The center back pairing, at least to start, will be Miles Robinson and George Campbell. The midfield will be made up of Mateus Josetu, Franco Ibarra, and Ozzy Alonso. And as we said, it'll be Thiago Almada and Luis Araujo playing with Joseph Martinez up top. So really exciting opportunity for Gonzalo Pineda maybe to try some things today in a low-pressure situation. Obviously, it's Atlanta United against Chivas, and that element of it is very exciting, but it's kind of a low-stakes situation for both sides as some of the teams start, or some members of the team start to make it out onto the pitch.
Yeah, it's an opportunity to get ready as Atlanta United's 2 weeks away from opening day. Next Sunday, we'll be in Birmingham. We'll have that game on 92.9 The Game and on atlutd.com/live. That will be more of the dress rehearsal for opening day. This is the last chance to maybe see a combination of players that you'd like to see. Get Almada mixed in with the group, but also build the fitness. And it's been a progression on fitness from day one of preseason. We've seen guys go 30 minutes against Georgia Storm, 45 against Georgia Revolution, 60 last week with the exception of Alex DeJohn, who went the full 90. This maybe is closer to that 75 to 80 to 90. It's supposed to be 80 minutes here today, 240s. We'll see if guys who play in this first match maybe make a sub-appearance later. It's an opportunity to build that fitness to regular season form.
good to see Emerson Hindman among that group of players making their way out onto the pitch. And as we said, George Campbell will be a starter today in this first of two 80-minute matches. Atlanta United will play Chivas in the first 80-minute match. We expect it'll be an entirely different group against Tepatitlan in the second 80-minute match. Then Atlanta United flies home this evening, and their 2 weeks in Mexico comes to an end. And then next week, they'll prepare for Birmingham Legion with all eyes towards the season opener at Mercedes-Benz Stadium 2 weeks from now against Sporting Kansas City.
Yeah, a couple of things about the format today. It's fluid. You know, if guys play in the first game, they can appear in the second if needed. Guys could sub in both games. Guys could sub in the first game, play in the second game. It's all about getting this team ready to go for opening day. As we get the team picture of this lineup, I'm sure you can get that at ATLUTD on your social media channels. Make sure you're following. Make sure you're keeping up with all the pictures and stories from Guadalajara.
Eric Centeno, Amar Sadic among those who could play later in this first match against Chivas or play in the second match against Tepatitlan. So we're just moments away from starting down in Guadalajara.
Two players in the shot there, I think, have had excellent preseasons, Franco Ibarra and George Campbell. Ibarra was a player we were wondering coming into this season with all the talent in the central midfield for Atlanta United, what would his role be? He's been mixing in with the first group quite a bit. And George Campbell has had opportunities in preseason. He scored a goal against Georgia Revolution over in Athens. But Campbell is getting these opportunities, and he showed last year that he was ready for them. He looked very good in preseason.
Brad Guzan will be in goal in this first match against Chivas. Some last-minute instructions here with Osvaldo Alonso. It's a rather chilly morning down in Guadalajara. Not quite as chilly as it is up here in Marietta.
No.
Jason and I are calling this match from Atlanta United's training ground. I'm sure Atlanta United, although they have enjoyed their time in Guadalajara, and we've heard some of the players comment about what a great week of bonding this has been, I'm sure they're very, very eager to get back home.
Yeah, it's been huge for the bonding. I think it's been huge for Gonzalo Pineda and his staff to be able to work with the guys without distractions, get away, get ready for this upcoming grind of a 34-game season in MLS. It's a long haul, and I think these are the moments, this kind of trip is what brings the group together as they prepare to fight for one another on the pitch in MLS this season.
Joseph Martinez, a lot of expectations for him, hopefully for a fully healthy 2022 season after Joseph scored 12 goals in the 2021 season.
Goal for Venezuela in the last set of national team fixtures. Ronald Hernandez as well with Venezuela started both of those games, played a number of minutes. Two guys who haven't been with the team throughout preseason but have been playing and thriving with the Venezuela national team.
Atlanta United wearing the gray shirts, Chivas wearing the blue. Chivas has opted to not have any numbers anywhere on the persons of their players.
I didn't see any on the front or on the shorts. Maybe when we get a close-up, we'll see something. Sorry, Chivas fans. We'd love to shout out some of these young, talented players, but it's going to be a little difficult.
We'll be talking a lot about Atlanta United during this fixture. That is for sure.
Yes.
Just about set to get going. It is a friendly, but it is an opportunity for Atlanta United to play against Chivas. And what a great opportunity this is, as Atlanta United shows an attack right off the kickoff. But Atlanta United's played against Club America in competition in the CONCACAF Champions League. They played against Monterrey in competition. They played a friendly against Tijuana Xolos back in 2019. They've also played some second division teams in the preseason. They did so last week against Celaya. They played Leones Negros in the 2020 preseason, and will do so later today against Tepatitlan. So really an opportunity for Atlanta United to try to build its brand in Mexico, and if nothing else, it's been an excellent 2 weeks for them to do that.
It's been an opportunity to work on some concepts here. As you saw the press from Atlanta United out of possession, they're working on how they build up out of the back, what the movement looks like. But when they don't have the ball, how they press. And you saw a very effective one just a couple of minutes ago.
Well, one person we can clearly identify is the Chivas goalkeeper. That's Miguel Jimenez, who had a couple starts with Chivas' U20 team. He is one of a handful of first-teamers that are playing today. Chivas did play last night and lost at home to Tigres 3-1. Some of the players who entered that match as substitutes are playing today. And here is a chance for Chivas. George Campbell, Ronald Hernandez, both there for Atlanta United. That is scuffed over the crossbar for goal kick.
Nice defending, good recovery. It was a ball over the top that gave Atlanta a little bit of trouble, but the recovery to force that back, and it gets to be a lower percentage with the defensive effort, forcing that ball back and across. Good defending, good recovery from Atlanta early.
Andrew Goodman, who's had such a good preseason for Atlanta United with the turnover here. But the Five Stripes are able to knock it out for a throw.
Relentless fight there. Franco Ibarra helping recover after the turnover.
It is Araujo providing chase.
It's an element of Araujo's game we saw last year, and I think it's going to be a problem for some teams in MLS. He is so fast, and he's so committed to the work off the ball.
Foul on Franco Ibarra.
Ibarra just a little late there, making sure that Chivas can't build up down the right side.
Chivas playing quickly. Here's a test for Ronald Hernandez again, and that'll be knocked out by George Campbell for a corner.
These are the moments where you see the differences in where the teams are in preseason. We talked about it against the Georgia Revolution. This is the reverse. Atlanta United hasn't played a competitive match yet. Chivas, whether these guys have played with Tapatio, whether they've played with the U20s, whether they've played in Liga MX, they have a month plus of games under their belt.
And Atlanta United defends the corner well, but are unable to spring a counter. Atlanta United with a preseason fixture next Sunday in Birmingham. That'll be at the new UAB football stadium, and then 2 weeks from today against Sporting Kansas City to open the MLS season. Moment of pressure there from Mateus Josetu, and Chivas is called offside.
High line for Atlanta United has to be in sync. It's a different center back pairing today with Miles Robinson and George Campbell. See the quick turn. Actually, from that angle, not sure what the call was. Don't think it was offside.
No,
take it anyway.
Offside about that.
Take it anyway. Another opportunity to build out of the back.
Well, here's Andrew Gutman playing it down the left. This is a ball serve for Thiago Almada.
A little too much that time, but building that connection. And we've seen in preseason a lot Andrew Gutman overlapping and getting forward. With Thiago Almada on that left side, how quickly can they get him the ball so they can start to find those combinations with Almada, with Joseph Martinez, with Luis Araujo? You want to get Almada integrated into the team with the ball at his feet.
And that's Araujo applying the pressure. Josetu steps up as well. Ibarra commits another foul.
Araujo just doesn't let you breathe. You have the ball in your back line and you want to build up the play. Araujo rushes you. Good for Josetu as well there. They were able to break that first bit of pressure, but the foul from Ibarra, it's a smart tactical foul in the attacking half, allowing everyone to reset.
Sixth minute of what we believe will be a 40-minute first half. Chance here for Chivas to kind of settle down the match and possession a little bit. Again, some of these players, particularly on the back line, are first-teamers. Some of them played last night against Tigres.
It's one of the first-teamers right there. Cesar Huerta fouled from behind.
But again, Atlanta United fouling smartly to break up the play. That one was on George Campbell.
Huerta with a couple of starts in the Clausura this season in Liga MX. Had a goal last season in the Apertura.
Nicely done again here for Atlanta United, trying to counter now down the left side. Ibarra, Gutman, Miles Robinson will let that roll to Guzan. He will flip the point of attack to George Campbell. Osvaldo Alonso setting it up to Mateus Osetu.
A little bit of a loose ball from Campbell there. Broke up the chain a bit.
Jimenez. And here's a turnover. Mateus Osetu now for Atlanta United. Sent down the middle now in the direction of Joseph. Stabbed away at the last moment, though, but Josetu is back on it.
Midfield trio for Atlanta today, very interchangeable. Araujo almost got that through to Joseph.
That's Campbell digging for it, and I think he earned a throw. He did. So George Campbell steps up to earn a throw for Atlanta United.
So Campbell applying the pressure to Huerta. Huerta trying to draw a foul there. Doesn't work out for him.
So occasionally here in the first 9 minutes, Chivas has had some difficulty playing through Atlanta United.
There it is again.
Yep, that time it's Osvaldo Alonso, excuse me.
That's what's fascinating about this midfield trio is you would think Alonso is going to sit behind Ibarra and Osetu all of the time, but he doesn't. That's not Ozzy Alonso's game. He's going to go chase. He's going to go hunt and try to pick up that ball, and it's on Osetu and Ibarra to drop and cover. The interchange has been really good with that trio so far.
Osetu again defensively kind of slamming the door there. Now here's an opportunity for Andrew Gutman on the far touchline. Good build up here by Chivas. Final ball was not all that great. That's going to roll for, I believe, a throw. Meanwhile, we have Ibarra down behind the play.
Ibarra is always involved in some collisions somewhere on the field.
I said that rolled out for a throw, but it's actually an Atlanta United free kick, I believe.
Might be a drop. I think he blew the whistle to make sure that Ibarra was all right.
You are correct.
Preseason, you're going to be overly careful here. Huerta plays it back to Guzan.
And you see Guzan applauding that. Again, Jason and I are off site today, so we're calling it as we see it. Atlanta United playing in Guadalajara for the final day of their Mexican training camp. This is Ronald Hernandez. Araujo fighting for it, but Chivas earns the throw. George Campbell sending that back to Brad Guzan.
Good communication with Robinson and Campbell. Robinson, the aggressive one, steps up high. Campbell cleans it up behind him.
And a little error there by Andrew Gutman to give Chivas the throw. Turnover. Joseph Martinez now for Atlanta United. This is Araujo. Luis Araujo. Nice run by Araújo, playing it ahead now to Thiago Almada. And well handled on the far post by Chivas as it goes into the belly of Jimenez.
Good run from Araújo, creating that opportunity. And notice who it was on the back post that Almada was looking for. Araújo had cut across on the dribble. It was Ronald Hernandez who was the option on the back post. I think that's something we'll see more this year than maybe ever before, is those fullbacks. In today's case, it's Hernandez and it's Gutman becoming attacking wingers in the final third. They're let loose. They can go, and not just go and stay wide to stretch the field. Go and get into goal-scoring opportunities. That was really nice interchange there with Araújo cutting inside, creating the space for Hernandez on the right.
Miles Robinson, they say play on after the giveaway, 2v1 here, and George Campbell steps up to deflect that out.
Good work from Campbell to hold his line as long as he could. It's a 2v1. Eventually, he takes away the ball across to Huerta, gets the deflection. It's a corner. When you build up play out of the back, you're going to have mistakes in possession. They're going to happen. It's how you recover. That's excellent from young George Campbell.
Do we have a penalty here?
He might be given a penalty. Maybe it's not so excellent from George Campbell. We don't have VAR in this one.
So George Campbell concedes the penalty here in the 13th minute, and Brad Guzan, who faced 4 penalties last year and saved none of them, will get an opportunity to see a penalty here in the preseason. Action in the 14th minute. And Chivas is on the board, converting the penalty. So George Campbell gives up the penalty. Would have loved to have seen maybe just another look at that. It's a tight call, but it is a penalty nonetheless, and Chivas is on the board first.
Well taken penalty. Guzan guesses to his right. Ball's placed in the opposite side up high. No chance for him to get there. Campbell did the delaying part right. Not sure how much contact he got on the tackle.
So Atlanta United now playing from behind, as they did last week against Celaya. They came back and won that match 2-1. This is yet another incident involving Franco Ibarra. Atlanta United earning this free kick.
Human pinball, Franco Ibarra today.
Trying to play down the middle for Joseph, but this one is going to bounce out for a throw to Chivas. Fifteenth minute. This rolls to Josetu. Chance here for Atlanta United as Ronald Hernandez combines with Josetu now. Hernandez, Alonso, George Campbell, back to Hernandez. Now it's Araújo. Very hard to dispossess Luis Araújo as Campbell will play it across to Miles Robinson. Alan Franco is out of health and safety protocols. That's why he missed the Celaya match last week. As a near mistake is brought back now for a free kick. Brad Guzan is pleading to the referee. Let's see what happened here. It was Franco Ibarra who had to clean this up, and
might have been an ankle rolled at the end of that. Yeah, it's good cleanup work from Ibarra, but initially as he tries to play it back off the bounce, he doesn't hit it well.
Well, this is unfortunate and obviously not something you want to see. I mean, for Chivas, this is basically a regen day for them after their loss last night to Tigres, and you don't want to see anyone go down with a non-contact injury in a preseason friendly, but that appears to be what happened here.
Yeah, it's a midweek, too, for the second team players with Tapatio. They played on Tuesday, 1-1 draw for them. They're on top of the table. They don't play again until Wednesday, and this is not what you want to see out of a preseason opportunity. They're going to have to make a substitution.
So unfortunate.
Hopefully nothing major here.
If that is the player wearing the armband, that might be Jesus Molina, who actually is the first team captain. You really hope that is not the case. Again, and I do apologize for this, Chivas not wearing any numbers or anything to identify individual players. But I do believe this player is wearing the armband, and if so, I believe that is Jesus Molina. And in fact, the armband has been handed off, so boy, that would be incredibly unfortunate for Chivas. 33-year-old Jesus Molina is a pretty significant part of the first team. As I said, he's been their captain, and he has to be stretchered off here in the 18th minute.
Yeah, and hopefully nothing major. It's the last thing you want out of these kinds of situations. And as he's putting the pressure on Ibarra, looked like as he tried to cut back when Ibarra was able to evade that pressure, he went down. And also in a match like this, there's no need to risk anything. Hopefully it's not a major injury and it's just out of precaution.
Very good point.
To get him out.
Very, very good point. So Chivas does bring on a substitute. This will be a 40-minute half, by the way. 2 40s against Chivas and then 2 40s against Tepatitlán later this morning. Campbell knocks this back to Guzan. That's another kind of eventful moment on the ball for Franco Ibarra, who's come over to the right side momentarily now.
Yeah, midfield trio is going to be completely fluid. They'll go find the game. The game will take them into different spots, as you see Alonso on the ball, Osechu dropping to the right, Ibarra now in the middle of that three. Complete freedom for that three to play.
Here's Campbell playing this up towards Joseph. The goalkeeper, Jimenez, comes off his line, and I'm going to assume we have an offside call here.
Close call. It's a great ball from Campbell to bend that around the center back, trying to hit the run of Joseph Martinez. It's a very underrated part of George Campbell's game, his work on the ball. Coming up as a midfielder, he's had some of those opportunities to make those kinds of passes. When you can take that back to a center back position and split the lines like that, dangerous weapon that Atlanta United can use.
There's not been a ton of scoring chances for either team here in the first 20 minutes outside of the Campbell penalty. Here's Araújo digging for it again. Chivas trying to play out of the danger.
It's nice work by Chivas to deal with that. Not completely done with it, though.
Yeah, Almada chasing it now. And it's Gutman. They play on as Almada pokes at it, and Almada dispossessed him. Gutman sending it up to Joseph Martinez now. Atlanta United coming forward now with Araújo with the back heel towards Ronald Hernandez, which is intercepted.
Cheeky from Araújo, nearly sending Hernandez in.
Match starting to open up a bit now, it feels. Here's another steal by Franco Ibarra. Alonso to Gutman. Andrew Gutman sending this forward now down the left wing. Atlanta United. The attack stopped just on the edge of the attacking third. Through traffic, here's an opportunity for Chivas again. And it's stuffed by Miles Robinson for Atlanta United.
Almada tracking all the way back there.
A chance careens on Brad Guzan. Ronald Hernandez has to clear now for Atlanta United. And Chivas really on the front foot here in the 22nd minute. Finally, Atlanta United earns the goal kick.
Go back to that opportunity that Chivas was able to create off of the deflection. Shot off the post. Looked like Thiago Almada tracking back had initially helped regain possession for Atlanta United, but Chivas pounced on the loose ball and rattled the post. Interplay from Gutman and Almada to free it up. The switch didn't come off.
Nearly did for Ronald Hernandez. Josetu providing some traffic, but Chivas will be able to walk out of the defensive third again. Jimenez. And it finds its way to center spot where Atlanta United's able to turn on it now. Ronald Hernandez given back to him by Mateus Josetu. Now this is Alonso. Josetu. They combine now with Miles Robinson. Josetu again. Campbell up ahead to Osvaldo Alonso. And Araújo draws the foul. So, finally, here in the 24th minute, Atlanta United gets to work an attacking third set piece.
Alonso, a big part of that buildup. Player who's been one of the best passers in MLS over the last 4 years, always over 91% on his completion rate. Think about Ozzy as one of those guys who's, you know, nipping at your heels in midfield, winning the ball back, getting in with big physical tackles. But on the ball, Ozzy Alonso, very clean in possession.
Atlanta United will step up here to press against this Chivas throw. And it very nearly led to a turnover to Franco Ibarra. So Atlanta United with some good ideas here off their pressure, but Chivas is able to break out again. 25th minute.
Good read from Hernandez, jumping into that passing lane, deflecting it forward.
And Chivas has to play back to the goalkeeper, Jimenez. Chivas with 2 shots here in the first 25 minutes. One hit Woodwork, and the penalty obviously converted. Atlanta United, no shots here in the first 25 minutes.
Best opportunity was that through ball from Campbell that Joseph Martinez was about a step offside on.
Play back to Jimenez again, in trouble. Araújo digs for it, and this is put across the face of goal now. It's going to roll to Thiago Almada. Play has been stopped. Did it roll out? Looks like it did.
I believe so. Ran out of room. We'll get another look at it here. Araújo just getting that left toe in. Almada popped it back across.
I'm not sure that did roll out. Doesn't matter. But that was Atlanta United's best scoring opportunity of the match so far.
Good pressure once again creating that.
Nice work as it's popped clear by Josetu. Alonso sending it up to Franco Ibarra, maybe Atlanta United's most active player of the first half. That's another nifty touch by Araujo. Hernandez playing it back to Alonso. Rossetto. Alonso back to Rossetto. Mateus Rossetto for Atlanta United dispossessed. George Campbell will step up on it now.
Alonso and Rossetto have really created a nice pairing in the middle of the park in preseason.
That's sent in the direction of Joseph Martinez and popped clear by Chivas. And a 1v1 opportunity now developing as Campbell goes down. And I believe offside against Chivas is the call.
Yeah, Campbell had stepped up. Looked like he was trying to hold that line. That's what creates the offside. Flag didn't go up initially, and he was trying to scramble back, but did the job the first time.
This is Alonso playing it up to Thiago Almada, and Jimenez makes the save.
Great ball from Alonso to Almada, and wonderful control to bring that down.
So Atlanta United starting to grow into it a little bit now in the attack here in the 28th minute. We were wondering how much time it would take for Almada to kind of build chemistry with everyone else. He's only been in camp for a couple days, but you're seeing signs of it slowly coming together here as Andrew Gutman deflects that and Brad Guzan makes the catch. And Atlanta United trying to counter quickly now as Ibarra is out of traffic. Chivas is able to knock this out for a throw.
That's the sharpness right there. Ibarra with a great first touch to evade the first line of pressure, but then the pass isn't quite there to continue the attack.
Rossetto. Gutman. Robinson. Rossetto again down the middle. And it's played forward now into the box for Almada, and another shot is saved by Jimenez. I believe this was also offside.
As Joseph, who made the run just a little bit, Almada delivered it. When Almada can tuck inside, right now he's playing off of the left side, but when he can tuck in and deliver passes like that, the timing will come. But you're seeing the glimpses already.
Here's Gutman again. Dispossessed. But you're right. It does feel like it's getting closer here for Atlanta United. Evolving here in the 39th minute. More pressure as Jimenez is going to have to pitch that out. And it'll be Rossetto trying to keep it going now for Atlanta United. And Almada drawing a foul on the touchline.
The pace and the willingness to press is really something that we've seen from day one of preseason this year. With Araujo's pace, with Joseph Martinez's savviness, now with Almada, you get Marcelino Moreno into this mix. You've got a lot of guys who are incredible on the ball, but are willing to do the dirty work to win it back.
So who takes this? Almada or Araujo?
Well, it's an in-swinger with Almada, and it's a lefty delivery here with Araujo.
It's going to be Araujo, and it's caught right at the line by Jimenez.
And not quite what Luis Araujo is looking for there. It's too deep. No one can get there to challenge Jimenez.
Atlanta United trying to reshape off the set piece. I think that Chivas player just simply fell down, but they're able to stay on the ball here in the 31st minute.
Yeah, the giveaway after regaining possession is something Gonzalo Pineda will point out to his team.
Here's a shot that deflects off of Miles Robinson. Gutman is there as well. Chivas is giving Atlanta United a good workout here. There's no doubt about that. Here's Gutman now stepping up and earning a throw for Atlanta United. Guzan to clear. And Almada can't quite save that.
That's a good look from Brad Kazan. Nearly puts it right up against the touchline for Thiago Almada. If Almada can bring that down and keep it in, it's a 3v3 opportunity for Atlanta. Low risk, high reward look there from Brad Kazan.
Do you take this in the positioning of Almada as any kind of hint as to what Gonzalo Pineda is thinking for the season, or is this more experimental than anything else, keeping in mind that Marcelino Moreno is not playing today?
I don't think it's experimental because Almada can play off the left and he can play centrally. Opportunity here for Chivas with a wonderful ball over the top that Campbell gets back to defend. Corner coming. I think some of it is down to who's available. And with the three central midfielders that are in, none of them are truly a number 10. None of them are really able to play on the left. I think it's an opportunity to easily get Almada into this group, combining with people. He'll play there at times this season. He'll play centrally at times this season. Games will take him to the left, to the right, to the middle, higher up the field. This team is going to be very fluid.
And the corner defended well by Atlanta United. Goal kick coming. So the set-piece defending's been pretty good for Atlanta United here in the first half. And they have rarely conceded in this preseason. They did concede against Celaya, and they've conceded on a penalty here in the first half. I'm still not 1,000% sure of the call against George Campbell, but the penalty was converted. Since then, Atlanta United's been better.
Good work to open up the field to the left.
Gutman playing that low. Almada into the corner now.
Almada nearly turned that corner, drawing defenders with him.
Chance here for George Campbell to step up and keep the attack going now for Atlanta United. George Campbell all the way down the middle. Ibarra. Gutman from Miles Robinson. Now this is, I believe, Ibarra coming forward into the box. Believe a corner coming here for Atlanta United. Araújo right on the edge of the box.
Free kick on the edge.
Free kick, actually.
So Araújo tries to turn the corner. Sliding challenge clips him just on the outside of the 18-yard box.
Well, the geometry for this is awkward.
Well, you notice immediately Thiago Almada is trying to back it up as much as possible. That gives the angle to go to goal.
And it looks like it's going to be Almada alone here as Araújo peels into the box. So a chance at an equalizer here for Atlanta United in the 34th minute.
It's most dangerous for the right-footed player to take this one because he can go to goal. If Jimenez comes off his line a little bit, Almada can go to goal. He can also play it across for someone to shoot.
And Almada is going to play it across, and it's intercepted. He was looking for Araújo.
Yeah, that's well read by Chivas. Huerta comes across, stays with Araújo. That's one of those that you're going to work on and try to get active in the season, where Araújo is able to draw a defender away and then cut back across to hit that first time. Didn't come off here.
Good defending by Gutman to slow that counter. Chivas will have a throw here. We have about 5 minutes to play in this opening half. Two split squad games today for Atlanta United. The first choice group, mostly first choice group, playing against Chivas here. And then we'll see what we believe will be mostly a different group against Tepatitlán of Mexico's second division later this afternoon. Here is a steal, and Atlanta United countering again, but Joseph rather, is able to knock the ball to José. Thiago Almada now. Tried to play it up in the direction of Ronald Hernandez, but it only found a blue shirt.
Yeah, it's the lack of sharpness. Almada joining this group a little bit later. Did spend a little bit of time at Vélez Sarsfield in early training, but as they started to get ready for their season, the opportunities to stay sharp were limited for Thiago Almada. So he's got to catch up. He's got to get these minutes and knock some of the rust off.
Alonso up to Joseph Martinez now. To Luis Araújo, and a loose touch for goal kick. It's getting there, though. I think you're really starting to see it develop here for Atlanta United.
Yeah, the sharpness is not there. The concepts are really starting to come to the fore. It's good work in the build-up. Joseph laying that off for Araujo. Needs a better touch there. Really needs to make the decision a little quicker. Is he going to cut into the left foot? Is he going to take it wide to look for a cross? Kind of went in between there of two minds.
Miguel Jimenez, goal kick, will be pressured by Atlanta United. They stepped up. They'll play over all of that. Now George Campbell has to make a play, and does, sending it to Brad Guzan.
Chivas trying to test that Atlanta United high line even in those kinds of situations.
Now it is Goodman sending it ahead towards Ibarra. Throw to Atlanta United. Like I said, Chivas is giving Atlanta United a good workout here.
Well, this is the highest level of competition Atlanta United's faced in preseason, even a mixed Chivas side with some first team, some second team players. It's a good test and it's a good opportunity at halftime. And we saw this last week against Celaya for Gonzalo Pineda to take the group into the locker room, discuss some of the things that went well, some of the things that did not go well, and recharge it for the second 40 minutes.
And I think
great tackle from Ibarra.
Yeah, Ibarra did win that ball, but now play has been stopped as Gutman is fouled.
Great tackle from Ibarra right there. Sliding across, blocking the path of the pass, not going straight at the player, so there's no risk of the foul.
And this looks like Atlanta United is going to try to work something off this free kick because Almada and Araujo are both standing over the ball again.
Well, it's two options. Again, it's different curvature of the delivery with the right-footed option from Almada, lefty from Araujo.
This time it's Almada. And it didn't quite fall to Alonso. However, Alonso is able to chop this back to Ronald Hernandez, and Atlanta United can reset.
Yeah, set piece is not coming off yet, but that's a great look again from Brad Kazan, nearly hitting Almada down the left side.
Second time they've tried that now.
Just slightly overhit. Again, with Atlanta's ability to counter press and win the ball back, they don't mind taking that risk. If it doesn't come off, you press on the throw and you win it back like they just did.
Ozetsu playing it up to Joseph Martinez. Now there's an entanglement right at the edge of the 18, and Araujo earns another free kick for Atlanta United.
This is in a different kind of position as well. This is an opportunity. Great back heel from Joseph Martinez. Araujo surrounded, gets the contact, gets the foul. And now Almada can go to goal here with his right foot. Araujo can go to goal here with his left foot. We've wondered who would take these set pieces with Ezequiel Barco at River Plate now. Thiago Almada has an opportunity, as does Luis Araujo, to stake a claim to these kinds of set pieces once we get the MLS season underway.
Almada standing to the left and Araujo to the right. Waning moments of the first half here. Atlanta United really growing into the match in the last 10 or 15 minutes after Chivas scored on the penalty. It's Almada over the crossbar.
Just over the bar from Almada. It's a little thing here, but it's really good to see these opportunities being given to Thiago Almada as he is just a couple of days into training with his new team. They're giving him opportunities to shine. I think this talented attacking group for Atlanta United knows that Thiago Almada can be a piece that can help them win an MLS Cup championship, that can help have them in contention for a supporter shield, for a Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. They want to get him going.
Final moments of the first half here. We were told that they would play 2 40-minute periods as the assistant referee puts his flag up to call a foul, I believe, on Franco Ibarra.
Yeah, indicates that there's a foul there in the fight for the ball.
Might have been Gutman, actually. Well, no, Alonso, excuse me. Alonso had the first stab at it.
It could be any of the three. Not really sure there was a foul there, to be honest. I think Ibarra won the ball.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Had that injury in the first half that took a little bit of time. Might be some stoppage time here if they did decide to stick with the 40s.
But it's another opportunity for Atlanta United to defend against a set piece. Chivas sending everyone forward here. Nice work by Atlanta United. Ibarra's clearance, though, is blocked, but not saved.
Yeah, those are the things with Franco Ibarra. We know he can win the ball back. We know he's strong in the tackle. The work on the ball, that passing, mentioned Alonso and Josechu and how good they are on the ball without giving it away. Ibarra, if he can add that element, you're in a different position.
And off a turnover, here's a chance now for Chivas as Atlanta United tries to reshape. Miles Robinson slams the door on that. Arujo trying to get out on a counter, and they have blown the whistle. And that'll be halftime here in Guadalajara. So George Campbell gives up a penalty in the early moments. Chivas converts on the penalty. Atlanta United, though, felt like they really started to grow into the match, particularly in the final 15 minutes of the first half, finally generating a couple scoring opportunities.
Yeah, 2v1 situation after the turnover from Miles Robinson. George Campbell initially held up the play well, prevented the pass to the free man across, but dove in for the tackle inside the 18-yard box, got enough contact for the referee crew to blow the whistle and give the penalty. Atlanta United got better as the half went on. It's a situation where, again, you're talking about two very different levels of fitness and sharpness coming into this. And Chivas showed early on that they've been training for longer. They've been playing competitive matches. Took Atlanta a while to get going. Thought the concepts were good, especially in the counter press. That's what's shining so far. Winning the ball back, making it difficult for the opposition. But still work to do and an opportunity for Gonzalo Pineda to talk to his group and make some adjustments, maybe reinforce some things for the second half.
So as you see, Mikey Ambrose and Eric Centeno and some of Atlanta United's outfield reserves just trying to stay loose. Jackson Conway there. We have reached halftime in Guadalajara. It's Chivas 1, Atlanta United 0.
Piedmont believes in the people powering Georgia. It's why we're leading real change in healthcare. To give you a better, seamless, more unified experience. So you can simply access and manage your care all in one place. With tools that make it easy to find and book a doctor from almost anywhere, anytime. And even check in before you walk in. Let's keep powering Georgia's growth. Piedmont. Real change lives here.
What if I give you a lollipop? Then I give you our best lollipop.
That's not fair.
At AT&T, we think it's only fair that all customers get our best deals.
Only AT&T gives everyone our best deals, like up to $800 off our most popular smartphones.
At Georgia Power, our customers are at the center of everything we do. We're investing in technology to increase the resiliency of our power grid, expanding our infrastructure to shorten outage and repair time, and providing a cleaner, more diverse fuel mix with solar and nuclear energy. We're working hard to keep energy at a cost 15% below the national average, while maintaining the highest levels of customer service and satisfaction. With reliable energy, the future is in your hands.
Piedmont believes in the people powering Georgia. It's why we're leading real change in healthcare. To give you a better, seamless, more unified experience. So you can simply access and manage your care all in one place. With tools that make it easy to find and book a doctor from almost anywhere, anytime. And even check in before you walk in. Let's keep powering Georgia's growth. Piedmont. Real change lives here.
What if I give you a lollipop? Then I give you our best lollipop.
That's not fair.
At AT&T, we think it's only fair that all customers get our best deals.
Only AT&T gives everyone our best deals, like up to $800 off our most popular smartphones.
At Georgia Power, our customers are at the center of everything we do. We're investing in technology to increase the resiliency of our power grid, expanding our infrastructure to shorten outage and repair time, and providing a cleaner, more diverse fuel mix with solar and nuclear energy. We're working hard to keep energy at a cost 15% below the national average, while maintaining the highest levels of customer service and satisfaction. With reliable energy, the future is in your hands.
All right, back in Guadalajara, where the teams have returned to the pitch, and we're about to begin the second half here of this friendly between Atlanta United and Chivas. Only goal of the first half scored by Chivas off a penalty, which was conceded by George Campbell. Chivas wearing the blue shirts, Atlanta United wearing the gray. Second half is underway. This is a mostly first-choice group for Atlanta United. We have seen already today the Atlanta United competitive debut of Thiago Almada, and he had one of the best Atlanta United scoring chances in the first half.
Almada's integrated pretty well into the group. The chances started to come a little bit more as the half went on. We'll see if the second 40 minutes you get that spark a little bit earlier.
Miles Robinson, and that's played out by Ibarra for a Chivas throw.
Ibarra looking for Gutman on the left.
There was an injury in the first half and an unfortunate one for Chivas. Jesus Molina, who's their captain in this match, and according to Transfermarkt, has been a first-team captain for them this year, left with what looked like a turned ankle and was stretchered off maybe as a precaution. Chivas had to play last night, lost at home 3-1 to Tigres, but they do have quite a few first-teamers playing against Atlanta United today, as that is put towards goal. Popped up in the air by Campbell and then deflects off Campbell for a corner.
Little slow start here to the second 40 for Atlanta. Robinson and Campbell not quite sharp enough in these early moments.
Very little doubt that this is the highest level of competition that Atlanta United has seen so far this preseason. Third quarter of the match for Chivas, and that falls right to a player who's able to bang it home for the goal. 2-0 Chivas. So a set-piece defending error by Atlanta United, and Chivas has doubled their lead.
Take another look at the marking here. Gets all the way to the back post to the free man, and as Miles Robinson and Franco Ibarra and Andrew Gutman try to close, they can't get there fast enough.
First time this preseason, Atlanta United has conceded multiple goals in the same match. And a shaky start to the second half for Atlanta United. This is an 80-minute game, and they trail 2-0. I will apologize again, as I did at the very beginning of the broadcast, but Chivas has elected to wear shirts and trunks without numbers, so we cannot identify the goal scorer. But here's a chance now for Joseph, sending it up to Andrew Gutman. Good recovery here by Atlanta United. Here's Joseph Martinez now digging and dispossessed. Good recovery, though, by Franco Ibarra to win the ball back. Pozetto rolling it to Ronald Hernandez now. And that is saved on the back post by Miguel Jimenez.
Araujo creating the space, cutting inside. Ibarra kept that alive. Araujo puts the shot at Jimenez.
And a race now for Atlanta United to get back defensively. Here's a shot that's deflected at the top of the 18 by, I believe, George Campbell. End-to-end play here in the 44th minute. Another opportunity now for Chivas. Gutman slams the door.
As Atlanta United commits more numbers forward, there's going to be these spaces for Chivas to attack in behind. Again, this is an opportunity. Gonzalo Pineda and his staff will take this tape, really start to show the team some of the mistakes they're making in match situations, some of the good things as well. But it's an opportunity for this team to continue that progression.
Yeah, and it should be, a reminder, too, that Chivas is in the midst of their season right now in the Liga MX Clausura. They have played now 5 matches in the Clausura, whereas Atlanta United is still getting ramped up in their preseason. So one is to assume that Chivas is going to be more sharp at this stage right now than Atlanta United, and we've certainly seen that today.
Yes, they absolutely are. 6 games into Liga MX for the first-team players, 7 in for the Tapatio, the second-team players.
Gutman putting in a cross that's deflected back into the corner, and Chivas will be able to play out. Run down by Mateus Ozetu, but it'll be Chivas trying to counter now, and everything is all spread out here for Atlanta United.
Robinson tried to force that one up the line, didn't really have an opportunity to pick out a pass. But the big switch, I think a Chivas player on an offside position.
We have broken the preseason record for offside calls today. That actually is a handball.
Actually comes off the hand. Huerta unable to bring that down under control.
46th minute. Chivas off a penalty and off a corner. Here is Luis Araujo trying to get one back now for Atlanta United. Good run by Araujo, and he's going to earn a corner, a rare corner for Atlanta United. In fact, I believe they're first of the match.
Almada and Araujo both going over to it as they have on set pieces consistently so far today.
So Araujo's had a couple nice runs. They're going to play short here, and it's Alonso sailing it over the crossbar. Alonso coming in very late.
Similar to the free kick we saw with Almada trying to play Araujo, this one works a little bit better as we get one more look at Araujo trying to turn that corner. Not quite enough room for him to turn it. But the late run from Osvaldo Alonso into the 18, Araujo able to play it into his path and a first-time shot over the bar.
It's Franco Ibarra drawing a foul for Atlanta United. Thiago Almada now will get a chance to see him dribble. And play is halted. Another Chivas player down. Yeah, just got body checked by Franco Ibarra.
Yeah, it's completely, accidental there with Ibarra as Almada cuts back across. It's not a foul that's being called. He stopped the play to make sure because the player was grabbing that arm. Could have been a separated shoulder. Referee wanting to make sure that the player's okay. Drop ball back to Atlanta.
Ozetu. Alonso. Then it's Miles Robinson sending it up now to Andrew Gutman. Gutman's cross is blocked at the front post. Chivas able to keep it in, not concede the corner.
Almada nearly won that first ball, or Ibarra nearly won that first ball as Chivas was trying to play out.
Ibarra is really, really hustling in this match today. Really stood out to me as one of the more active players in Athens 2 weeks ago in that Georgia Revolution friendly.
The effort's been outstanding from him. The quality on the ball has been a little more hit or miss.
Long diagonal by Chivas. Ronald Hernandez is able to push his man off the ball and send it to Araujo. Here's Luis Araujo, given back to him by Joseph Martinez. Luis Araujo, and what a save by Miguel Jimenez.
Just enough of that right hand on it to turn it off the crossbar. The 1-2 with Joseph Martinez. Ball hops up just a little bit on Araujo, but that's still going into the back of the net, if not for the right hand of Jimenez.
It is a corner. So unfortunate, though, for Luis Araujo. Big save by Jimenez, who is in the first team mix at goalkeeper for Chivas. Araujo will strike this corner for Atlanta United. It's time to go into the box, and George Campbell on the back post misses an opportunity.
Flicked on at the front post to the back post. And George Campbell with his left foot just unable to get the foot to the ball. It comes off of his knee, it looks like. That's one that George Campbell will be having some nightmares about on the flight home today.
Tyler Wolff coming in now for Atlanta United.
It's for Almada, and that's about what we figured. Almada wasn't going to be as fit as the rest of the group. Wolff has played on the left wing in preseason a good bit. I think it's a good 50 minutes for Thiago Almada. Still has some work to do to get up to full fitness, obviously, but also match sharpness as well. And just get to know his teammates and build those connections on the pitch.
Well, Wolff already able to dispossess his man, and now we have players down for both sides.
Ibarra fighting in the middle of the field. Wolff tracking back.
So actually, it's two different incidents. Ibarra's incident is one of them, and they'll be attended to now by the physio staff.
Yeah, it looks like Ibarra is going to need to come off, according to Osvaldo Alonso.
That is unfortunate. What you don't want to see is an injury in a preseason friendly. Chivas has already had one, and now it appears as though Franco Ibarra is going to have to be subbed out. Now, as you said earlier, Jason, a lot of times in preseason matches, they don't take any chances.
No, there's no need to.
They'll make a sub because you have limitless subs, and it's good to see Ibarra back on his feet pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, you have to play hard in preseason games. Injuries are part of the game. They can happen in a training session. They can happen in a preseason match. They can happen in a regular season match. You can't go halfway in these games. Franco Ibarra, I don't think, knows anything about playing halfway. Always fighting for everything. The effort, the heat map from Franco Ibarra is probably the entire pitch, and it's bright red. I think the next step for Franco is just going to be that quality on the ball and possession. We saw a couple of giveaways and bad spots that you just can't have in those moments. A lot of competition for time in that group, and Marcelino Moreno will be rejoining that group, bringing him back slowly after a knock early in preseason.
I'm a little curious to see how Gonzalo Pineda handles the substitution here.
It's probably whoever's the most ready to hop in because they weren't planning on it.
Right.
It's not a normal situation in a match where you've got guys who are ready just in case. With a second game and a second, 80 minutes on deck, you got guys who are preparing to play 80, but starting in about, 30, 40 minutes. So got to get somebody up and ready to go quickly. We'll see who can hop on to replace Ibarra.
They might be playing with 10
They are right now. Nobody's come on.
Have to flex off a couple different players, Wolff, and then a Chivas player for a throw to Atlanta United. The plan is to play another 80 minutes with a second group against Tepatitlán a little later this morning. We'll keep the stream up here at atlutd.com/live for that one. Estimated start time around 12:30 Eastern time. Atlanta United trailing Chivas 2-0 here in the 53rd minute. Hopped up in the air by George Campbell, and Brad will come off his line.
Good read from Brad Kazan. Campbell left the header just a little short as it was bouncing away from him. Kazan able to clean it up.
It's Campbell and Robinson as the center back pairing today for Atlanta United. Alan Franco is out of health and safety protocols, but remember, Franco cannot play in the Sporting Kansas City match 2 weeks from today. So Gonzalo Pineda may be testing what he would expect to be his center back pairing in that match. Here's Joseph Martinez now. Luis Araujo. Araujo to the end line. Good defending by Chivas. Araujo looking for support now and is able to draw a foul on the touchline.
Chivas picking up the tendencies of Luis Araujo pretty quickly. They force him to his right foot. He wasn't able to turn and create the shooting opportunity. Really good defending from Chivas to force Araujo away from goal.
One of the good things about Atlanta United set pieces today is been a lot of different geometry to it. You've had one just outside the 18 near the end line. This one is off the touch line. You've had one or two square to goal. You've had a corner. Tyler Wolff and Luis Araujo stand over this one here in the 55th minute.
Wolf's been involved in a lot of the set piece delivery in preseason. He's the right-footed option. Araujo's the left-footed option. Looks like Wolff is going to take this.
Tyler Wolff looked like he was going for the front post. It's cleared by Chivas, but Mateus Rossetto is on it. Atlanta United playing with 10 after Franco Ibarra left the game with an injury a moment ago. Rossetto. And Ronald Hernandez is spilled and fouled.
We might be getting that substitution here if I could read the body language of the referee.
Again, Jason and I are in Marietta calling this match. We are not at the training ground, so we're calling it off the monitor. So what you are seeing, we are seeing.
Yeah, a few subs. Machop Chol has come on now. We'll try to reset once we can catch everybody, but Chol on the left side.
I was going to say if Chol has, yes, there's Chol on the left.
I think Tyler Wolff has moved inside.
It's a cross put in towards Joseph and blocked.
So just to quickly reset, Andrew Gutman is the left back chasing back here. Miles Robinson and George Campbell are the center backs. Ronald Hernandez is on the right side.
It's good defending by Gutman to force it to the end line and dispossess his man and draw a foul.
Long run from Andrew Gutman to get back and get that positioning. Forces the player to the outside. Blocks the cross, earns the foul. That's outstanding work from Andrew Gutman. So the change was Machop Chol coming on for Franco Ibarra. Tyler Wolff has moved into one of the central midfielders. Chol's on the left wing, Araujo's on the right.
And now we have a send-off. We have a red card in a preseason friendly for this challenge on Luis Araujo.
Yeah, it's a red card challenge.
It's a red card foul, no doubt about it.
It happens. It's not malicious, I don't think, from Huerta, but Araujo is down. That's the last thing Atlanta United wants to see out of it. We'll see if Chivas plays shorthanded or if they allow them a substitution, as we see a lot of times in preseason matches. But not going to be some warm feelings after challenges like that in this match.
I'm hoping Araujo is okay. I think you see a lot of concern, not only by the Atlanta United players, but the Chivas players. I mean, that's a clear red card challenge by Huerta.
It's a studs-up challenge from Huerta.
That's just so unfortunate.
Yeah, Araujo's on his feet. I think he's fine. It happens. It's part of the game. I wonder what will happen here. I would assume that Atlanta United would probably like to continue to play against 11 because that's why you're here. You're trying to get that work to get ready for preseason. We'll try to figure out if Chivas is allowed to bring someone on for Huerta.
It just kind of depends on the match. The rules on that are usually mutually agreed upon by the two managers beforehand.
And you can make it up in live time too. It really depends. That might be what everybody's looking over towards the technical areas about right now.
Huerta didn't seem too distressed to have to leave this match in the 59th minute.
Yeah, I think he knew. I think the ref actually went over to talk to the coaches as well. Yeah, I think he knew. A challenge like that, he probably best to just get off the field before anybody comes to talk to him.
Fortunately, Araujo is okay.
Yeah, he was up quickly.
And it looks like Chivas at the moment is playing with 10. Atlanta United would really like to get one goal to feel a little bit better about this 80-minute split squad friendly that they're playing against Chivas. Both goals have not been in the run of play. Here's a chance now for Araujo. And the cross is deflected out for a corner, I believe, by Chivas. Yes.
Started with Wolf back to Araujo. Tyler Wolf has had a great preseason. He springs Araujo, and then Hernandez down the right side. Joseph Martinez, you see him hopping. He wanted that cross cut back.
Off the corner, that's knocked out by Alonso. Another corner. Alonso was the target. Must have been off Chivas.
In swinging delivery from Araujo.
Well, this is a different point of delivery as Wolf pops that to the spot. Alonso digs for it. So does Scholl. But Schopp able to roll that over to Araujo. Back to Tyler Wolf. The cross to Joseph. No help.
I think it took a deflection just away from Joseph. Wolf got his head up, and he's looking to cut that back to Joseph Martinez about 8 to 10 yards from goal. Looked like it might have taken a deflection on its path. Opportunity here for Atlanta to press on the throw.
I would not want to be throwing in against Machop Scholl. And Miles Robinson is able to knock that up to Tyler Wolf. Josetu now rolling it back to Alonso. George Campbell. And here now is Josetu playing ahead to Araujo. Luis Araujo, pass for Joseph picked off. Atlanta United really fighting for that second ball, though, but Chivas is able to play out of traffic. Again, the two Chivas goals not in the run of play, off a penalty in the first half and off a corner in the opening minute of the second half.
Now, almost certain Chivas is playing with 10. After the red card to Huerta, you saw the referee come over to the bench area.
Brad Guzan has to hustle to prevent conceding a corner, and he'll bowl it right back to Andrew Gutman.
Just under 20 minutes left. Atlanta United can put their foot on the gas here a little bit. Gutman and Araujo not on the same page.
That's another example of something that you hope by 2 weeks from now will come off, as Chivas is going to make wholesale changes here in the 62nd minute.
No, they might go back to 11 after this set of changes. We'll try to pick it up.
Well, I count 5 players coming in. Do 4 or 5 come out? That's 2.
Good luck.
We'll figure it out.
You can see in the background the second group for Atlanta United preparing for their opportunity to face Tepatitlan.
And again, we are going to keep the stream up, and we'll have that match for you estimated start time around 12:30 Eastern time from Guadalajara. After that's complete, Atlanta United will shower up and head to the charter and get home to Atlanta, where they'll prepare for Birmingham Legion next Sunday in their final preseason friendly. Gutman again doing solid work in the corner and winning the ball for Atlanta United. I think a lot of the 17s were curious, how would this work out with George Bello moving on to Germany? And everything I have seen, Jason, from Gutman in the preseason has been very, very positive. Chance, though, for Chivas here. That is blocked off Campbell to Josetu. We'll bounce that ahead to Tyler Wolf now. Atlanta United with a chance to counter. Araujo. And that's a cynical challenge.
Just to grab Araujo, it smoked the defender on that side. Some nice footwork. Nice ball from Wolf. Yeah, very good ball from Wolf moving into the middle. We haven't seen him there in the preseason except for the first 30 minutes against the Georgia Storm.
If this were a regular season competition, that would almost undoubtedly be a yellow card for fouling in transition.
Nice back heel from Machope.
To Joseph Martinez. Joseph. Whoa, Joseph with the turn. Machope Chol now. Chol trying to work through traffic. Gutman. Play on, and then Chol called for the foul.
Heavy challenge from Machope Chol.
Here comes the yellow.
I think Machope's feeling it as well. Gutman had taken a hit. Game getting very physical here late. Gutman tries to pop it up. Good defending there. And Chol goes in. It studs up. He does get to the ball, but you could see the left foot showing the studs. Referee, I think, trying to dial the temperature down in this one a little bit after the red card from Huerta. Body starting to fly into challenges.
Hopefully this is just a cramp situation for Machope.
Well, remember, Chol came on after the injury to Ibarra. I don't think Chol was intended to come in here because Wolf had to move centrally. Was kind of who's going to put their hand up first and be able to hop on or come over from the other field. Chol didn't get a full warm-up. He's going to have to come off.
Jeez. Boy, this is not what you want in a preseason friendly. Atlanta United losing Ibarra and now Chol. Again, in preseason, this could all be precautionary. It might not be serious, but the fact is you've had two players leave the match after being attended to by physio staffers, as has Chivas. They've lost Jesus Molina in this match. Chol shown yellow again. And now Atlanta United again with players warming up on the second field for Tepatitlan. I have to imagine that Gonzalo Pineda is probably looking at maybe putting Rob Valentino into this match to see it out.
Well, Gonzalo Pineda might just put on the shirt and come on.
66th minute. It has gotten chippy. Tyler Wolf now called for a foul.
Wolf just a little late. Nice pull back away from the challenge of Wolf.
Gutman now trying to gain possession again, but now he fouls. Maybe about 15 minutes left. In open play, I feel like this match has been a stalemate.
Pretty close to it. I think Chivas has been slightly better. But again, Atlanta's working on concepts here. They're trying to really refine the style of play, the movement on and off the ball. I think the counter pressure from Atlanta United's been very, very good today. I think the build-up play has some work to do. As we see a substitution here, Caleb Wiley checking in. So Wiley will play on the left wing now.
Wiley was almost certainly going to play against Tepatitlan.
He probably will still. He's not out for the day with the substitution.
True. Good point. But it just speaks to the on-the-fly adjustments right now that Gonzalo Pineda has had to make, losing Franco Ibarra and then Machope Chol in this match.
Yeah, in the perfect world, you're getting these guys 80 minutes of work. Nice from Atlanta as they play Wiley down the left.
Chivas, though, is able to defend it well again.
Yeah, Wiley coming on somewhat cold. Delivery up to the top of the 18 picked off. Wiley has played as a left winger. He's predominantly a left back. But last season under Jack Collison with Atlanta United too, he played a fair bit on the wing.
There's another opportunity for Gutman. This time his man is able to beat him to the end line, but Gutman still doing enough defensively to make that a low percentage attempt.
It ends up being pretty easy for Brad Gazan. Atlanta United might want to try to exploit Caleb Wiley's speed down the left. Yeah, I think the last 2 weeks of preparation before the home opener, so far early on, a lot of emphasis on the way the team defends and where it defends. I think there will be an increased emphasis on how the team attacks.
That's some nice work to play it down the middle towards Tyler Wolf by Araujo, who's come over to the left side. Chivas clears again. Robinson plays it back to Guzan.
Something we've seen at times with Luis Araujo coming over to the left. He's naturally left-footed, creates a potential overload here with Wiley on this side, who's left-footed as well. You see Chivas trying to prevent Atlanta from getting to the left side where they had the overload.
Caleb Wiley digging for this one. Chivas will try to attack down the right again. Wiley slams the door. Araujo trying to run that down. And Jimenez clears. Jimenez had a big save on Luis Araujo earlier here in the second half. Joseph sending this through now. Another try for Atlanta United. And again, it's Jimenez slamming the door on Tyler Wolf. It will go out for a throw to Atlanta United, I believe.
I think it came off of Wolf.
I don't know what it was, but Atlanta United's in possession. I thought I saw the flag pointing for an Atlanta
you could
United
be right.
throw.
You could be right.
10 minutes to play. Gutman. Oh, that's nice by the Chivas defender, and then Gutman has to grab the shirt and commit the foul.
Preseason minutes starting to add up to Andrew Gutman's legs a bit.
What'll be curious for me, Jason, is will the intent be in Birmingham to play most of this group 90 minutes, playing them 80 today, or will Gonzalo Pineda be satisfied enough with what he has seen from this group in the preseason, and the Birmingham match could be a chance for some reserves and some players trying to earn some first-team minutes?
No, I think there's work to do in the Birmingham match. It's not just fitness. I think the attack needs work. I think they need to play. The question will be, and we don't really know where things will stand with Thiago Almada's visa and when he can join the team in Atlanta. If he's able to be there for that Birmingham match, I think they play the attacking group as much as they can to try to build that chemistry. The off the ball, again, the defensive part, pretty good with this group, but they have to build more chemistry so they can create more chances when the matches count. I don't think that is at the level that Gonzalo Pineda would want just yet.
Araujo, this was all started by a nice ball from Wolf. Luis Araujo dispossessed.
Double teamed. Araujo takes a knee. Long run for him. Got to love the effort of Luis Araujo, and not just on the ball. When you have a player who is as talented as he is in possession, as dangerous as he is going forward, to put that same effort into defending and take pride in it, it's amazing.
This bounces to Miles Robinson. Oh, what a goal! A golazo by Chivas on a nifty flick around Miles Robinson, and that is just a tip-your-cap golazo in a 1v1 situation.
Miles Robinson recovers, just isn't able to prevent the shot off the bounce with the left foot. Great, great finish.
And it is 3-0 to Chivas with time running short here in this match. That's the first open play goal that Chivas has scored today.
We're working to get our picture back from Guadalajara. Bear with us with some technical difficulties.
Maybe they decided after the third goal to just pull the plug on the match.
Hope not.
So, Atlanta United trailing 3-0 with short time remaining here in this match. All right. Well, in my opinion, we've never sounded so good as we did in those last 7 minutes. We lost our picture here in Atlanta, but it is back now. It's my understanding you all were able to continue to see it. So feel free to tweet at Jason and I and tell us what we missed in the last 7 minutes. But Atlanta United trailing 3-0 here in the dying moments of this first 80-minute game that they will play against Chivas. Another match against Tepatitlan to follow shortly. Osvaldo Alonso, who has played the entire way, to Ronald Hernandez, who as well has played the entire way. Luis Araujo. And a steal by Chivas as Tyler Wolff, who came on as a substitute after a Franco Ibarra injury in the second half, is dispossessed. I think the big stories of this Chivas match, Atlanta United in open play with positive moments, especially with Araujo and Thiago Almada getting forward. But 2 injuries to Franco Ibarra and then Machop Chol, who may have been unexpectedly subbed on because of the Ibarra injury. Chivas has had a player sent off. They've scored on a penalty, they've scored on a corner, and then they scored on a very nifty flick around Miles Robinson about 7 minutes ago.
Yeah, Atlanta United has work to do as they're 2 weeks away from the start of the MLS season. Not in midseason form yet, which is to be expected, but still some work to do in the attack. Not creating enough chances today.
Is that another red card?
I think it was a red, possibly to Joseph Martinez. Might have been something said. I'm not sure.
Joseph is walking off the pitch, so you're right. It's to Joseph now. We do not know if Joseph was shown a yellow in the 7 minutes where we did not have the picture.
Yeah, that was a straight red shown.
I did not see an entanglement, but maybe we just missed it. Maybe it was behind the play. But Joseph now, his day is over in the 80th minute.
I think that's more than likely frustration. As these final few seconds will tick away.
Well, Joseph probably did not get the service that he had hoped for today.
No, he didn't.
It's a credit to Chivas and their defending. But you can tell that there's still work to do for this Atlanta United group with the regular season 2 weeks away, as you would expect against a Chivas team that's 7 games into its Liga MX season.
Yeah, I think the concepts of where Atlanta wants to be are strong, but the individual levels are maybe not quite there yet, as you've had some guys away on national team duty, still building chemistry, still have to incorporate Thiago Almada as well, who I thought looked pretty good in his first 50 minutes in an Atlanta United shirt. But there's some things that have to improve. I think there's some individual moments defensively. Araujo comes flying in with a reckless challenge. After that red card from Huerta with a studs-up challenge on Araujo, you've seen the level of physicality pick up and the level of really anger at times.
I think they may have just blown for full time.
I think that's probably the smart thing to do for the referee crew.
A little extra on the end of that from Araujo.
And he's been hit multiple times today. That's going to do it for this one.
Stopping it right there, and probably wisely so. And you can see there are some emotions here at the end of this match. So both sides with the player sent off. Some visible frustration from Luis Araujo, who was hit hard a couple times today. Mutual respect between Brad Guzan and Miguel Jimenez, who made a terrific save on a 1v, the keeper situation on Luis Araujo. Atlanta United has to settle for a 3-0 loss to Chivas.
Yeah, tempers flaring, that's fine. You need to be pushed. You need the physicality here. That's what's needed.
Okay, we will be back for our second match of the day, Atlanta United and Tepatitlán. The stream will stay up here on ATL UTD2, or ATL UTD/live. Excuse me, the stream will stay up. So we're going to reset the cameras, and we'll be back with you shortly for the second match of the day.
Piedmont believes in the people powering Georgia. It's why we're leading real change in healthcare, to give you a better, seamless, more unified experience, so you can simply access and manage your care all in one place. With tools that make it easy to find and book a doctor from almost anywhere, anytime, and even check in before you walk in. Let's keep powering Georgia's growth. Piedmont. Real change lives here.
What if I give you a lollipop? Then I give you our best lollipop.
That's not fair.
At AT&T, we think it's only fair that all customers get our best deals.
Only AT&T gives everyone our best deals, like up to $800 off our most popular smartphones.
At Georgia Power, our customers are at the center of everything we do. We're investing in technology to increase the resiliency of our power grid, expanding our infrastructure to shorten outage and repair time, and providing a cleaner, more diverse fuel mix with solar and nuclear energy. We're working hard to keep energy at a cost 15% below the national average, while maintaining the highest levels of customer service and satisfaction. With reliable energy, the future is in your hands.